Hi, good morning, everybody. That's a little low, excuse me. Today I'm going to be canning chicken. Now, I've canned chicken before on this page, but it's come to me recently that we've got a lot of new followers, a lot of new canners, a lot of new homesteaders, and I guess they don't know how to look back on my videos. So I'm going to do chicken today. I got the chicken at Smart and Final. Smart and Final is kind of like Cash and Carry or Price and Pride. They're all basically the same. So this chicken that I got, I don't get it there all the time, but it looked really good. There was no price on it. The butcher guy put a little price on it. I think it was the wrong price. Hold on, let me show you the bag here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the bag. It's boneless, skinless chicken leg meat. Let me see, it's pretty heavy. I think it's 5 pounds. Yep, 5 pounds. It says right in front of me, 5 pounds. Anyway, I don't find this there all the time. I've bought it probably 4 or 5 times, and each time I was very happy with it. And so I'm going to be canning this today. I'm going to be putting it in pint jars. Should only take like maybe 3 pint jars. But I'm going to show you, all of the new people, that it's not that scary to pressure can, okay? So for meat, you have to use a pressure canner for meat. And you do it to your elevation, the pressure. I have high elevation. So you have to look in your pressure canner book to find out all the ins and outs on your certain pressure canner. So I'm going to do this today. It's going to be an easy peasy, really quick video. I'm doing it raw. Now you can cook your meat or you can do it raw. I do chicken raw. I don't do beef raw because there's a lot of like fats and stuff on it. So I cook my beef like 80% through. But you just put this in the jars and you put the ring and the seal on. That's all you do. I'm not adding spices to this because I'm not sure how I'm going to be using it. I could be using it in tacos. I could be using it in chicken salad. I could make like a chicken pot pie. So I'm not putting any spice. I might put a little salt, but you don't need to. You can just do the pure meat. So let's get going. Let me get my equipment all together here. I want to show you that so you can see it. So let's get going here. Okay, so get your stuff ready. Get your water in your pressure canner. Now, I do not heat my water because whatever you put into the canner has to be the same water temperature. Since this chicken is cold, it came straight from the refrigerator, and it's going into the jar cold, so I'm going to have cold and cold, okay? You can't have cold water and a hot jar. That's not going to work out, guys. So gather your supplies. Like I said, get your pressure canner out. I use a little wooden knife to run along the edge of the jar to get the air bubbles out. I'm using pint jars. I have 4 pint jars. I have others sitting over here on the table in case I need them. Make sure your jars are clean. I just run them through the dishwasher. I've got my seals. Now, I don't boil my seals anymore, and 2 of these seals are used. Now, I don't suggest that you do that. I do it because I've been canning like 40 years. I know my stuff, and I usually re-can. Now, so if I take a seal off of a jar that has food in it, I do not reuse the seals. If I took them off of meat or fish, I get a new seal. That's just me in my own little weird mind, okay? So these here, the seal that I'm using still has a tag on the top. It didn't come off in the dishwasher all the way. and it says lemon, and the other one says yogurt chips. So these two seals weren't even used in a pressure canner. They were used to hold dry goods in my pantry. So that's why I'm using them, okay? But if I take a seal off, like I said, of meat or chicken or fish, I throw it away. I don't use it again. So I've got my seals out. I've got my rings out. Look at this beautiful meat, okay? So let's get going here. And I got the instructions for you for your elevation and things like that as well. Okay, so when you're using pints with chicken, it's going to be 75 minutes for pints. If you're doing quarts, if you have a big family, you're going to do 90 minutes, okay? So I'm just going to be taking this chicken. I already drained all the stuff out of the bag. These don't look like legs. These look like thighs, boneless thighs. Oh my gosh, look how big these are. Let me see, that bag said, this bag said leg meat. I don't think that's right. Have you guys ever seen a chicken leg with this much meat on it? Not me. I think this is leg and thigh meat, actually. So, I might have to cut this in half. Oh my gosh. I think it's just going to be one big piece of meat per jar. Let me get the thing out here. Okay. Wow. This is big, guys. I think this will take 1 pint jar. There we go. Sure did. Look at that. Okay. So that's all I'm going to put in there. See how it goes up to the rim, the bottom right here? You don't want to go past that, all right? So let's do another one. Now, if I was specifically like using the chicken for tacos, I would put my taco seasoning in it now. Now, you can put salt and pepper. You can put onion. Yeah. Okay, so here's another. Look, yeah, this is thigh and leg. This isn't just leg. This is thigh and leg. My gosh. So another one. This is how easy it is. Look at the size of that. Oh. I don't think you guys can see that. Okay, that's big. This one's pretty big. I might need to do something with that. I think I might need to take a little bit of meat out of that. Wow. Oh my gosh, here's another one that's just absolutely huge. I would say this was a great deal on the meat. So I usually like to buy marked down meat. Oh, let me go get another jar. I usually like to buy marked down meat. I don't buy marked down chicken. I don't buy marked down fish. I do pork and beef. So the place that we go to, my gosh. Oh, that's going to need to be cut, I think. The place that we go to is Winco for the beef and the pork. And I always find marked down meat there. The last time we went, there was absolutely nothing. And I asked the butcher, because he was putting out new meat, I said, do you have any marked down meat? And he kind of laughed. And I thought, is he making fun of me because I buy marked down meat? Or what's the deal? And I asked him, I said, what are you laughing at? And he said, if you're not here when the store opens, you're not going to get any marked down meat. I said, I never have a problem finding it. And he said, well, we have a line. when the store opens, we have a line of people outside. And he said, we open the store. He said, they go straight back to the meat department. And he said, well, as I'm marking down meat, they're following me, taking the meat out of the section. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, we live a long ways away. We can't get here that early. And he said, what are you looking for? I said, just beef. I said, I'd like to, you know, I like to can it. And he said, come with me. We walked over to the section with the beef that had the big roast. These are big family, like a chuck roast or a 7-bone roast. And I'm not kidding you, they were about this thick. They were big roasts. He said, how many would you like? I said, 2 would be fine. I wanted more, but I didn't want to be a pig. And he grabbed 2, changed the price, and said, here you go. I said, wow, thank you so, so much. Thank you so much. So now my little hiding spot that I like to go to get my marked down meat, everyone else has heard about it, and I can't get my meat. So I don't know, we'll see. This, I'm gonna have to cut this, I think, guys. This is, let me get my knife here. This is just, this one's way too big. Way too big. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know if even that would have fit in a jar. Okay. There's that. Yeah, this is just a few pieces there. I might have to get another jar here. So if you could find this meat at your cash and carry, oh boy. Okay, yeah. It's a good thing I cut it. Okay. So like I said, if you can find this kind of meat in a bag like that, this is a pretty good deal. Let me get one more jar. Okay. Okay. Now I think I'm going to be taking this back out and cutting it. Okay. Yeah, this needs to be cut. You don't want your meat to boil over because then the seal won't work. It won't seal. You'll have chicken juice or whatever. Okay, so you just want to make sure that it fits in there, you know, like it's supposed to. So I'll put that there, and I'll put that in there. There we go. So it's not as full as the other jars, but it's still okay. It'll still turn out beautifully. Let me wash my hands off here real quick. Okay. So now I'm going to take a Scott towel. A lot of people use vinegar on it. Since I use this, nothing got on the rim, but I'm still going to just double check. Okay. So I actually got 6 jars out of that chicken. That was a good deal. Okay. Oh, I gotta go get some more rings. So that's all you do. You don't add any water. You don't add any liquid. Trust me, guys, for those of you who are first time canning chicken, your chicken will make its own beautiful broth, okay? Just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I got 2 new seals. I'm going to put the rings on. And you don't need to be King Kong when you put the rings on. okay? Finger tight, because it has to expand. So I didn't put any spices, I didn't put any liquid, absolutely nothing, guys. It's just pure raw chicken, okay? So I'm gonna set these in my pressure cooker. Okay. I'm gonna turn the heat on. And I'm going to put the lid on. All right. Now, I don't know how your pressure canner works. I don't know what kind you have. I have to let this steam, this little vent here, it has to steam for 10 minutes before I put the little rattler on, okay? So let it steam for 10 minutes. I'm not going to show you how to use it because, you know, everybody's different and their pressure cookers are all different. Now, I've had a couple questions if you can hot bath your chicken. I do not recommend it, and I will not tell you how to do it. I do know how to do it. My ancestors did it that same way. I don't feel comfortable doing it, and I will not condone it on my page, and I will not show others how to do it. Because you could die. If you don't do your chicken correctly, you could die. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, they hot bathed it way back in the day. Yes, they did. But now, you know, we have other things that are more safe, and I suggest you only do pressure can with your chicken or your meat, things like that. I do not suggest hot bathing. So I'm not even going to tell you how to do it. You can look it up to see, but I don't condone it, and I don't approve of that anymore. So let's get this going here. I will bring you back when the chicken is all done, and I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll show you the amount of liquid that's in there. You're going to be amazed. So I'll be back pretty soon, guys. Remember, 75 minutes for pints, 90 minutes for quarts. Okay, guys, the chicken is all done. Now you have to wait for the gauge to get to 0, and you have to wait for this to pop back down inside. That's how it works on mine. So I'm going to remove the rattler. Now when you open the lid, make sure you open it so the steam is away from you. Okay, see that? Okay. Now remember, we did not add any liquid to these jars. This was raw chicken. Look at that, guys. Let me bring you over here. Hold on. Look at all the liquid. So when you can your meat raw or your fish, it makes its own liquid. This is just pure chicken goodness. So let me get out the rest. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Oh, that's a full jar right there. Now this is the jar I'm taking out right now. This is the jar that only had half amount. Look at that. Oh boy. See that beautiful liquid? Look at that. So it's just chicken. I didn't add anything in the jar, just chicken. Okay, now as these cool, they're going to seal. 2 of them have already sealed. So make sure you write what it is. I always put it on the seal. I'm going to write chicken, and then I'll write today's date. I hope this helped you get over the fear of maybe canning chicken or using your pressure canner. This will be good on the shelves for 3, 4, 5 years. Okay? Keep stocking your pantry, guys. Something is up. Keep stocking your pantry. You are responsible for feeding your family if anything was to happen. Oh, one just popped. How wonderful. Okay, guys, I hope this helped you. Peace out. Have a very cool day. Please watch your surroundings. Know where your children are. And have a plan A, B, and C, guys. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.